Hello fans, welcome back here to the LB Gymnasium. I'm Bill Gibson. This is the final game of the Ken Gould tourney. We've got the Mount Allison Mounties and the St. Thomas Tommies here. The host Tommies 2-0, Mounties 1-1. I just had a nice long distance delivery of a Mars bar here from the officials. You've obviously been listening along all weekend long, hearing me talk about Mars bars and Mars Wrigley Canada. Sponsoring the Tommies here, and lots of sweet treats in the canteen. So they picked me one up and brought it along for me here. Very, very pleased to have that delivery. Means I'll have to say good things about the officials all game long, and of course with a strong crew like this, there's no reason not to say good things. We'll get the Mounties starting lineup. Mounties, they defeated Holland College 70-48 on Friday. Yesterday, they lost 102-84 to MSVU. Very two different games. Didn't really bring the high compete level yesterday. Might have sat on their laurels a little bit too much. Starters, one is Eddie Surr. 5, Caden Augustin. 6, Jonas Monroe. 14, Ryan Norris into the starting lineup today. And 22 is Tim Ellison. Gabe Powder scratched with an ankle injury. Keith Rowan, Emmanuel Adunya also scratched. Starters for the Tommies, 4 is Reese Hassan. Hassan, a 6'2" guard at Leo Hayes High. Tanner Hoyt, number 6, 6'1" guard at a Grand Bay Westfield and St. John High School. 11 is Noah McCarthy, 6' guard at a Grand Falls and FHS graduate. Jeffrey Lavoie wears number 13 from Ecole Secondaire Patrice Desloges in Ottawa. And Ted Braden draws the start here today against the Mounties. Braden brings a little more quickness to the table, allows the Tommies to start with a bit more pressure. Braden, 6'7" center out of Ottawa. So we're set to go in this one. Of course, we'll see lots of Harrison Florian as the game goes on. Florian and Ellison is always a good matchup. Braden wins the tip for Hoyt. Tommies, you're going to expect pressure all game long. Fast play, they want to move the ball, they want to put pressure on you, they want to run up a bunch of shots and get a bunch of scores. It's as simple as I can put it for the Tommies. Good ball movement there. Hoyt, Braden. Braden on the drive scores the first 2 against Tim Ellison. Ted Braden with a quick step and score 2, and here's the Tommy pressure right off the hop. Waugh gets a piece of it, knocked it away. Surr and Augustin, I think we're going to have their hands full against this Tommy pressure here to start this one. Ahead for Monroe. Monroe against Lavoie. Monroe scores against Lavoie. No better time now than to say had Coach Hickey and Jeff Lavoie on the podcast this week. Late scratches, that is. Set up you want a Tommy's preview, and the reason I say that is because Lavoie, when asked him, and I said, hey, anybody you're looking forward to matching up team-wise or individual-wise, and he immediately went to Monroe saying, I like that guy, I like playing against him. Fun to play against, and there they were. The opening minute, squared up against one another. 4-2 Stu. Early going Norris for Monroe against Lavoie. There is Monroe, turnaround jumper, rebound cleared by Hassan. Tommies on the run. Hoyt on the drive, he'll put up the shot and score 2 points. Tanner Hoyt scores over Ryan Norris. Norris is now going to shoot the 3. He's got a long-range touch, does Norris. McCarthy on the rebound. McCarthy on the run ahead for Braden. Braden, nice catch and goes back up. Ellison's going to pick up the foul. He's going to wonder how. They'll send Teddy to the line. Great to see Ted back in the Tommies colors here and finding his footing in the fast-paced play of Coach Hickey. Ted, after completing up what he was doing here, is at Algonquin College for a season last year. He was 11.10 rebound player. That's his stats there. Of course, he's enrolled in STU now, taking education. So he's got eligibility he's going to use here with the Tommies once again. Hassan with the back over attempt. One blown down by the officiating crew. And no matter what the officials do in this game, they're going to be the best crew of the weekend because they brought me chocolate. Always great to have that connection with the officials. Norris on the drive. Ellison picks it up off the floor, gets it to roll in. 8-4 STU. Hoyt. Braden. Back for Lavoie. Lavoie on the drive. He's going to draw a foul. I think this will be on Monroe. It is Monroe. Eddie Sir to the bench to get some pointers from Coach Chapman. Chance to speak with both coaching staffs before the game, and I say coaching staffs because on the Mountie bench they now have added Dave Tingley, former voice of the Chargers and the Mounties last season, is Hoops Tingley. So he's always a willing chatter. We'll get to chat with him a little bit more this weekend. Then Coach Tingley, of course, getting low down on the team injuries, any of that. So they're really looking for the team to come at the higher compete level today in this one. Coach Hickey says same thing. He's be looking forward to get Evan back. Evan Villain was out with an injury. He's a scratch here for the Tommies, as is Ben Duell. And of course, just the one change for the Tommies here for the starting lineup. Lavoie got popped in the face there a little bit. He's checking for blood. He's okay. He has the ball in his hands. 9-6 as Ellison lays it in. And there's Monroe with the pickpocket and the lay-in. 9-8. That's Hoyt for Braden. Hassan on the outside. He's going to tee up the three-pointer. Augustin on the rebound and some fancy footwork as he dribbles out of trouble. For Surer. That's Monroe handling high against Braden. Inside for Ellison. He's going to shoot from 15. Braden on the rebound. Now Ted Braden's going to dribble out. McCarthy deflected, but back to Hoyt and taken away by Augustin. Spin move. Oh, and that one goes in, and it's 10-9. Mount Allison. We played 3.5 minutes. Hassan makes a triple. Lavoie with a jump ball, possession Tommies. Monroe was looking for the foul. Lavoie just started to take it away from him. Here comes part of the Tommies' strength, their depth. Littleton is 3, Tumwini is 5, and 0 in the white, 22 in the green, Harrison Florian. So Florian and Ellison will be a good post matchup. Florian's got a real nice touch around the bucket with the shot. There's Lavoie, corner kick. Tumwini. He's been really good all season long. When I arrived here this morning, it was Vince Littleton who had the shooting machine out. That's a collision from McCarthy on Augustin. Lavoie out, Owen Amos in. To finish that thought, it was Augustin down. Trainer is going to come over and check on him. Now he's asking for some help up. That's the trainer that first arrives. Littleton was in the gym here, had the shooting trainer out, and he went all the way around the arc with the trainer. Kicks the ball out. Shooting the threes. Great device to have. It'll just set up, shoot on your own. Basically collects the rebounds even if you miss. Collects the rebounds. I have a sub in. Coming in will be number 23. That's Dang Dang. Dang, a 6'3" guard out of Brooks, Alberta, and St. Joseph's Collegiate. Checks in as Augustin goes to the bench. Getting checked by the trainer. Monroe, outside Allison. Can make enough of those to be dangerous and force the defender out. Tommies up 2. That's Amos. He had a tough shooting day yesterday. See if he can get on track here with a triple. He does. Owen Amos doesn't need the credit card to buy a bucket today. He's got one with that silky release. Loose ball into the hand of Norris. Back for Surer. Ellison screen. Ellison on the roll. Going to get the hoop and the foul from Ethan Kamwini. Three-point game, 5:19 to go here first quarter. Tommies in front. Ellison's had a good start here. An opportunity to cut the gap even a little bit more. The runner from McCarthy, no good, into the hands of Surer. And they're going to lose that out of bounds. Turnover to the Tommies. They keep it in the front court. Kamwine for Florian. And now back to Owen Amos. They're going to reset here. Amos has just made a 3. Illegal screen on Harrison Florian. Caden Augustin. He's all right. He's going to check back in. Dang Dang to the bench. Ellison off glass, can't get that to go. That's taken down by Amos. Into the front court, Littleton. Littleton on the release. He can't get that one to go down. Monroe's going to chase the rebound down out of bounds off of the Tommies. 4:27 to go in an entertaining and high-paced first quarter. We expect no less here. Monroe, a little kiss off the window for 2 points. Ellison on the rebound. Mounties are bringing the compete level here today against the Tommies. Oh, that's what the Mounties coaching staff most concerned with today. Surer for Ellison. Ellison has that one knocked out of bounds. Pretty good crowd on here for the final game of the weekend. I know there's lots going on around town here. There's a Wings game that was in town. There's a women's rugby game at STU, among the other events happening. I know the Black Cats football team on the road today to St. John. They picked up a win to get somebody in that direction. Surer, step back, front rim. Beat the shot clock. Augustin on the offensive rebound. Ellison wanted the ball. He's got a mismatch in the post against Kamwine. Now they look inside for him. There's Owen Amos with some help. Ellison went back inside. That's a good double team by Stu. Ellison had a good matchup, got away from Florian. McCarthy back outside. Littleton on the drive. He's going to go off glass for a miss, but it's Florian on the board, back outside. Florian picks up a loose ball. Littleton, baseline. Acrobatic shot doesn't go down. No foul called. Rebound off to the Mounties, and they're ahead for Augustin. Good defense by McCarthy just to back away. And it's Ellison on the offensive glass. And finally a shot drops. The Mounties up 2. Amos, the three-point release again. That one missed the mark for Owen Amos. 2:40 left here in this first quarter. Mounties +2 on the host Tommies, last game of the Ken Gould. Ellison with the handle. 5 fresh Tommies set to check in here. The next opportunity. Ellison inside with a nice finish. Owen Amos on the drive. He's going to score 2. Give Amos 5 on the game. Tommies back within 2. 2:05 to go in the quarter. Surr's going to hold. Now Ellison on the catch, kick for Norris. He's got a nice shot. Blocking foul on Augustin. His first foul, team's third. 5 new Tommies on the court. 8 is River Lands, 13 is Lavoie, 15 Braden, 4 Hassan, and 6 Hoyt. That's Hassan with the ball for Lavoie. Lavoie for Lands, 9 to shoot. Lands penetrates. Back outside Braden against Ellison for Lavoie. 3 points, Jeffrey Lavoie. And it's a 2-point game now. Sir down on the deck. Braden forces the turnover. Braden, Lavoie again for 3. Rebound, Ellison. He's having a really good game, or start to the game here for Mount A is Tim Ellison. Up 2, Mounties to the front court. Sir, little sidestep there, fouled by Braden on the shot. Sir to the line. Sir out of Leo Hayes High. Played CJAP at Heritage College and U-Sport at Algoma. We get into 7 games with the Thunderbirds. One rimmed out for Sir. They'll have one more as he's shooting 3 here on the foul from Braden. Braden's first. Team's fourth, under a minute to go, Q1. Makes that one. The 4-point lead. Lavoie loses the handle to Surer. Augustin with the release short. Rebound Lavoie for Hassan. The Tommies are on the run. That's Hassan off for Lands. Lands fouled. I think that's going to be Connor Briand. Also into the game there is 24, Rashawn Ferguson. Totally missed those 2 subs for the Mounties. So send Lands to the line. River out of Rosse and the Red Hawk program. .6'3" wing, first year with Stu. Makes them both. Lands is another player who's really shown he can step right in here at this level. Deflected by Braden. Could have maybe been a backcourt call, but it wasn't. The ball was deemed to be loose. Lavoie will have a chance to tie the game from the free throw line as he draws the foul. That's going to be on Briand. That's going to be his second in short order. Lavoie makes the first. Jeff Lavoie, CCA All-Canadian, ACA Player of the Year, and first team All-ACAA. Nearly 17 points, 6 boards, 2.5 assists. Over 50% shooting. Hassan with the steal. Hassan and Briand on the tie-up. They're fighting for the ball. Jump ball called. This will go over to Mount Allison. Good compete there from Briand and Hassan, and good job by the officials just to get the extra whistle to blow that one down. Norris. Hassan just missed the steal. That's Ferguson back for Sir, who launches a three. That one finds the bottom of the net. It's going to be a 3-point lead at the end of the quarter for Mount Allison, 27-24 over the Tommies. High-scoring first quarter. Folks, thanks for watching this one. I'm going to take a break here between quarters, save the voice for the final three. And I'll be right back for about minute 45. Welcome back for the second quarter. Mounties +3 on the Tommies, 27-24. The Tommies, Hassan, Littleton, Lavoie, Braden, and Hoyt, the same five that ended the quarter. For the Mounties, Sir, Augustin, Briand, Ferguson, and Norris, same five that ended the quarter there as well. Braden on the offensive glass, can't get it to go, fouled by Rashawn Ferguson. Ellison and Monroe set to check in for Mount A, I believe, here. It will be for Ferguson and Briand. Put up number 1 on the board. That is Surer, so it could be the first foul on Surer there, I guess, not on Ferguson. As Braden knocks in the free throw. This one will make it a 1-point game. Instead, it's 2 still. Ellison again on the rebound, and there's a takeaway by Braden. Braden on the strong take, can't get to go. But it's Ellison who collects the carom. Norris can't get the lay-in to go. Braden fights for the rebound and gets it from Ellison. Ted Braden showing his athletic ability here on both ends. There he is with the catch in the post. Spin move on Ellison. He scores there. Quick hands, quick feet from Ted Braden. Ties us at 21. Going to be out of bounds off of Hassan as Hassan and Surer hit the deck. Tommies coming with pressure here with this unit for sure. Officiating crew does it all. They even do floors. It's a little icky shuffle. Those of you that followed football and the Cincinnati Bengals, Icky Woods, will know that reference. Assistant coach Kyle Woodworth, who was also seen as an official in this game, refereeing some of the women's games. Surer. 8-second violation called there. They only had a couple to get it over after that last loose ball. White ball. Hassan will inbound for the Tommies. Littleton. There's Lavoie. Lavoie gets right to the bucket for 2 points. Tommies back in front by 2. Here's the pressure again, set by Stu. There's going to be a foul on Reese Hassan. Already enjoying Reese and Tommy Green here. He's very, very animated player. Always in motion is Reese Hassan. I think he'll be a really good player here for Stu. Can hit it from the outside. And certainly a high effort player. Ellison again, what a quarter or half he's having here for Tim Ellison. Everybody knows I've got a big soft spot for big play, so inside play, more traditional post play if you will. When I see that out of Ellison, that makes my heart warm. (29-29). Ellison and Braden fighting in the low post. Now Ellison comes out, set the high screen. He's going to roll off of that. It's got a mismatch against Tanner Hoyt, but instead Surer launches the ball. Oh, Braden was all by himself underneath. Nobody saw him. That's okay. The Tommies still keep possession. Littleton can't connect from deep. Monroe across the timeline. Inside Norris, he's fouled by Lavoie. Couple subs coming here for Stu. Braden and Hoyt out. Noah McCarthy, Harrison Florian in. Ryan Norris, the rookie out of South Carleton High School. Puts the Mount A back in front. That's Norris who gets his own rebound. That's not a good block out by the Tommies off the free throw. Hassan fouled from behind by Norris. Waved that one off. That was a backboard slap on that too. That could be potential look for a goaltend if the Tommies ask about that. Oh, they waved off the shot entirely. Guess that was before, I guess. Thought they got continuation there. But hey, this is the best officiating crew there is because they brought me chocolate, so I'm not going to be critical of that one little bit. McCarthy picks up a foul. Connor Brienne checks in. Timeout taken by Mount Allison as they lead by 1. 7:09 to go, second quarter. We're going to take a break, be back out of the timeout. Set to go out of the Mounties timeout. Stu is taken to the court. Florian, McCarthy, Lavoie, Littleton, and Hassan. And for the Mounties, Ellison, Augustin, Dang, Monroe, and Brienne. That's Dang, loses a handle. Picked up by Littleton. Oh, Littleton was looking for McCarthy. Instead, it's Augustin who scores 2. Outside, Littleton, sidestep back, 3-point attempt. That's good for 3. Ties us up. Race that little mistake at the other end. Interior defense that time by the Tommies against Ellison. It's going to be another violation there on Littleton. We're going to see Ethan Tumweeny check in. This will be for Reese Hassan. I really like the game that Tumweeny brings off the bench for the Tommies. Makes key shots. He's calm. He's active and energized. It's a fine young man, really, is Ethan. Several brief exchanges with Ethan, mostly hellos, but you really get the sense that he's a fine background and upbringing. Of course, know his sister as well from time with the Freeze. Monroe, guarded by Tumweeny. Foul on a reach in there. We need Lavoie. Owen Amos will check in for Lavoie, the second on Lavoie. Lavoie didn't really like the call. Coach Hickey, I'm not sure he liked the call either. Play the pressure game, that's going to happen sometimes. You got to play enough under control. Monroe, bodied by Florian, and another foul on the Tommies. That's going to be 5. That'll send Monroe to the line. 5:50 to go here in the half, 32-32. That'll send Monroe to the line. Monroe, 14 points, 7 rebound, 2.5 assists last year. Your leading returning scorer with 14 points, of course. It was Noah McCarthy leading the team with 21 last season. He's, of course, moved to the Tommies after graduating Mount A. Monroe. Calling that on hold. I thought his hands were up on that one. If anything, it might have been a block. I thought Monroe just lost the handle of that one. I'd like to see that one on a replay. Officials, of course, right there. I'm not. As I said, they brought me chocolate, so I can't be critical. Monroe with a make there. Second make to put the Mounties up by 35-32, pardon me. Owen Amos, Vince Littleton. Littleton, the screen, Amos for three. Tommies knock it away, but it's back to Monroe. And Monroe scores two. Timeout, Stu. Coach Hickey not happy with what he's seeing here from his team. He's giving it to the official a little bit on one of the last calls here. We'll take another break, and I'll be back here with action from second quarter. Tommies on the inbound, 5 minutes to go here first half. Mounties bench with lots of life. There's McCarthy. Tommies lose the handle, but it's McCarthy on the tie-up. This is going to be possession arrow, though, to Mount Allison. Good compete level thus far from both teams. Stu stuck 5. Almost a turnover there by Mount A. Ellison picks it up against Florian. Passes inside. Dang gets it to roll in. Florian with the turnaround, high off glass, scores 2 points. Nice touch from Harrison Florian. Another turnover as Tanner Hoyt gets the steal and then turns it right back over. Lavoie and Braden will set to check back into this one for Amos and Florian. Eddie Surr checks in for Jonas Monroe. Jonas to the bench. Sir, one dribble, picked it up. That's trouble. Finds Ellison, though. McCarthy on the block, right back into the hands of Ellison. Norris from deep. He's trouble. Long distance rebound into the hands of Mount Allison. Saw it a little bit in the Milner with the Tommies starting to take off before they corralled the rebound. Foul on rebounding action. We're going to shoot 2. Be a foul on Tumweeny. We'll send Surer to the line. Hassan back in. Tommies down 5. We'll circle up here and watch Eddie Surer shoot the first. Makes the first. Line up for the second. For the 7-point lead, it's Eddie Surer. Hoyt. Lavoie and Dang taggled up in the rebound. Norris. That one's out of bounds. Oh, I thought that hit the support on the top. I guess not. So it was just the edge of the backboard. Lavoie comes up short on the jump shot, gets it on rebound, kicks outside for Hoyt. He tees up a 3. That doesn't go. Ellison on the rebound, fought for by Lavoie. And it's Ryan Norris who comes away with it. Norris blocked by Lavoie, and Lavoie gets a foul. That's going to be the 3rd on Lavoie. Big foul there. He and Ethan Tumweeny will both have 3. Littleton enters. Ryan Norris to the line. Norris, as mentioned, 6'6" forward. Nice deep shooting touch. He looks okay from the free throw line as well. Littleton gets the 3 ball to drop. Big bucket for the Tommies. That cuts the lead to 5 for Mount Allison. Hassan forces a turnover into the hands of Littleton. Littleton stops, back for Hassan. He thought about the 3. Now he's going to drive. That's Braden back outside. Littleton, Braden with 2 to shoot. Braden blocked by Tim Ellison. Hoyt out, Owen Amos in. Tommies really had to get something a little sooner than that Braden drive. Surer in traffic. Braden with the steal. For McCarthy, Reese Hassan. Can't get the 3 to go down. That's going to be out of bounds off of Tim Ellison. Tommies haven't been connecting from beyond the arc with regularity in this one. One of the big differences for the Tommies today. Of course, full marks to Mount A. They are competing at a high level and deserve to be in front of this one thus far. Talking about compete, there's McCarthy. That goes through for McCarthy. Chance to convert the 3-point play and make it a 3-point game here with a make from the line. Subs checking in for Mount Allison. 12 is Momar Niang. Momar, 5'11" guard of the Victoria, British Columbia. Another deflection by the Tommies, and Norris has it taken away by Owen Amos. Amos on the drive. Amos doesn't get it to go. Braden fights for the rebound. That's into the hands of Ryan Norris. A foul on McCarthy in the front court against Ellison. I'm not exactly sure what that was about. Noah will come out. River Lands will come in. 1:31 to go here in the half. Sure how many fouls that is on Noah. The third on Noah, so that's 3 Tommies with 3 going into the second half. That was away from my line of sight, but we're going to shoot a couple more free throws here, as it's nothing but foul troubles for the Tommies here. First half. Ellison with a miss there. He's had a great first half, has Tim Ellison. Make on the second. Now a little full court pickup from Mount A. Lands comes back to help. Hassan's going to handle the ball. Hassan for Lands. Now Braden. Braden back for Hassan. 9 to shoot. Corner kick, Amos. Now 4 to shoot outside. Littleton launches from long range and finds the bottom of the bucket. Vince Littleton from the parking lot on that one. 1 point game. Dang for Ellison. Ellison scores to put it back up to a 3-point lead. Under a minute to go, first half. Lands for Hassan. Lands on the outside. Inside Braden. Braden finishes for 2. Nice passing play by the Tommies. They bring more pressure. Surer guarded by Lands. That's an offensive foul. That's a good call by the official there. Omar Niang just turns and runs square into the chest of the defender who had established guarding position. Some words there between Hassan and Chapman. And positive words, I mean there. Little discussion. Hassan on the drive. Be another foul on Niang. 2 quick ones. That'll send Hassan to the line. He can give the Tommies the lead. They down 1, 18.9 on the game clock. Reese Hassan ties us up. And gives the Tommies the lead. Tommies still come with pressure, of course. Dang into the front court. 10 seconds to go, first half. Tommies force a turnover. Ahead for Owen Amos. He tracks it down but can't quite save it. Amos finds the end wall. Those bricks hurt, I'm sure. Amos from Miramichi. I'm betting the bricks got the worst of that collision. I think we've got about 5 seconds here left in the half, maybe a little less than that. Timeout Mount Allison and see if they can drop a play to give them the lead here at the end of the quarter. And of course, they'll have to break the Tommy pressure as well. Be right back at the timeout. The last bit of the first half. All right, here we go. Final 5.1 seconds, first half. Inbounded for Ryan Norris. Norris dribbles over half for Ellison, who puts up the three-pointer that goes in at the buzzer. Tim Ellison caps a great first half by giving Mount Allison the lead at the buzzer. (49-47), so it's a 23-22 quarter in favor of the Tommies. That's how we will end half number one, with Mount A up to 49-47 over the host Tommies. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching Tommies TV here on YouTube, coverage of the Ken Gould Invitational. Final half of play coming up in 14 and a half minutes. Hi fans, welcome back to the LB Gym. I'm Bill Gibson, you're watching Tommies TV. And coverage of the 12th annual Ken Gould Invitational. Final half of play here ahead of us in the tournament. Oh, getting tongue-tied. Set to go, the Mounties ahead of the Tommies by 2. 49-47, very entertaining and closely fought first half. Second half set to go here. Tommies start with Hoyt, Braden, Lavoie, Hassan, and McCarthy. Several with 3 fouls for the Tommies. There's Lavoie, corner kick back up top, around for Hassan now. Hassan on the drive, and he's going to be fouled. Pick up the first foul of that. It's going to go on Ryan Norris. It's Norris with Monroe, Ellison, who had a great first half, Eddie Surer, and Caden Augustine. So the starting 5 back for Mount A and for STU to start half number 2. Lavoie, Hoyt. Rebound Augustine. Tommies picking up full court man here. There's a double team by Braden. Shot from the outside. McCarthy corrals the carom. Off for Lavoie. Hassan. Back for Lavoie inside Braden. Braden can't get it to go, but it was a nice move inside by Ted Braden. Now Braden looking for the double team on Surer. Now he'll run back and get guarding position on Ellison. Surer for Ellison. Pass inside Monroe. Monroe out of bounds. Good defense there by Lavoie not to pick up foul number 4. Lavoie, I believe it's Hassan and McCarthy all have 3. No stats package this weekend, so I'm just going all that out of my head. And I will say at halftime I found a nice comfy couch inside the UNB swimming room here, which is open and been used for team rooms here all weekend long. The windows open in there, so didn't really quite have a little nap, but I was able to relax a little bit. Hassan gives the Tommies the lead, 50-49. Be foul on Reese Hassan. Well, we're only putting up 2 on Hassan, so if I had said Hassan had 3, I was wrong previous. Ethan Tumweeny has 3. That's the other Tommy with the third. Augustine can't answer the 3-pointer, and it's Braden on the rebound. Braden with a run out for Hassan with speed at the bucket. Blocking foul called. That's going to go on Eddie Surer. Hassan and Surer, I think they would have had a little bit of overlap in their time at Leo Hayes. Should be sort of around the same time frame. Surer in his second year of eligibility. And Hassan was in his third, but of course COVID screws with all of that. Makes me lose track of who played with who and when. I'd have to say they're probably former teammates, at least for 1 year there. Tommies now up 3. They scored the first 5 of the second half. Monroe for Augustine. Back to Monroe inside Ellison. Ellison with some footwork taken away by Tanner Hoyt. Ahead for Hassan for Braden. Braden was looking for a pass there to Lavoie. Now Braden with the knockaway. Quick hands for Ted Braden into the hands of Reese Hassan. Hassan back for Braden as the Tommies will set up their offense. Lavoie alone for 3. And it's Noah McCarthy hustling for the board. Getting the body on Caden Augustine. That could be 3 fouls this time now for Augustine. That gets Tony Tukilonga off the bench. Third-year of eligibility for Tukilonga. Played at Eastern Wyoming College for the Lancers. McCarthy misses the free throw. And it's the fourth foul now on Augustin. See if that impacts the Mounties' ability to deal with the Tommy pressure. And we're not seeing the pressure. Oh, yes, we are seeing the pressure. I thought the Tommies were going to bounce back. Just straight full court man here with, I guess, a trap. Sir does beat the timeline with a long pass to Ellison. Ellison with an arm into Braden on the drive. Travel called first on Tony Tukilonga. Tommy turnover, that's out of bounds. Folks, I am a little bit starting to feel the 12th game over 3 days here. Pardon me, may take a few extra breaks this half just to keep the voice alive to the end. That is McCarthy on the drive. He is fouled, will go to the line. Going to be a foul on Surer. Vince Littleson set to check in here. This will be for Tanner Hoyt. McCarthy, the former Mountie, makes the first from the line. And of course the Mounties are hosting the Nationals this year. That's going to go, I'll say mid-March. I don't know the dates. They're automatically punching their ticket. The Tommies would dearly love to be going to Mount Allison in mid-March. That's certainly the goal they have circled. Ellison, release off glass, scores two. Pass inside for Braden. He finishes inside. Nice look from Vince Littleton. Boy, Littleton to me has really tightened up the handles, I'll say, this year. He's really got the ball in a lot closer on the ball handle. And there's Ellison as the Mounties beat the press. Lavoie with the offensive foul. I think that was a great acting job by Jonas Monroe myself. I didn't think there was much contact there at all. Monroe with a smile would lead me to believe that might be the case coming out of that. Now Lavoie with his fourth to the bench. Two to shoot. Ellison has to launch a three. Oh, and he finds the bucket. Chalk that one up to a great shot by Ellison. He's having just a monster game here. Blocking foul called against the Mounties. Going to be their fifth foul of the quarter already, so now we're already into bonus. Tommies only have two, but a big one on Lavoie, his fourth. Of course, it is Caden Augustine with four. More free ones here for McCarthy. He makes them both. Norris looking for Ellison inside, off of Ellison, out of bounds. Braden might have got a piece of that one first. It might have been a double deflection. Hassan brings the ball up court. Guarded by Eddie Surer. Ryan Norris on the takeaway. Norris can't get the score, and it's Braden on the rebound. Braden back for Littleton. Ahead for Braden. Launching there was Reese Hassan. Somewhere along the line, Ethan Tumwini has checked in. I guess that would be when Lavoie come out. Ellison working inside, can't get two to go. Hassan with the rebound. But it's Jonas Monroe crashing. All kinds of bodies crashing there. Physical affair. Littleton to the front court for Hassan. McCarthy was wide open in the corner. Only guarded by the Mount Allison bench. 6 to shoot. Outside, McCarthy's open up top. Left it short. Rebound, Surer. Surprised there we didn't get a warning for the two Mount Allison coaches who were standing on that play. They're certainly into it, but they need to remain seated. Can only be one standing. Saved by Ellison to Monroe. For Surer. 3-point game, 3:33 to go. Third quarter. Surer right to the bucket. There's 2 points he should have had. I think he had a little extra pump fake there at the end that he didn't need. Littleton. 12 to shoot. He gets to the bucket and he draws a foul. That's going to be on Norris. And Norris with some emotion. He doesn't like that call. Monroe wraps him up. Subs for the Tommies. Amos and Florian check in. Dang set to check in as Littleton misses the first. And makes the second. Dang will come in for Norris. That's third on Norris. Good move there by the coaching staff. Sense the emotion of Norris. Get him off. Get him refocused. Ready to go back at it. Dang for Surer. Ellison. Ellison dribbles all the way around. Now swings it back out. Surer for three. That doesn't go. Rebound tip. Dang corrals the carom. Ellison tries the long one again. Now Owen Amos for Harrison Florian. Florian drives, kick. Littleton launches three. Front rim, rebound. Tuquilonga. Tuquilonga dribbles out of trouble. For Dang. Ellison, I think, lucky not called for a double dribble there. Rimmed out for Dang. Tommy's up 4 to the front court. McCarthy. He's going to be fouled by Tuquilonga. Rashawn Ferguson set to check in. I think this will be for Tim Ellison here. Ellison will get a little break. Ellison, I think, has been the Mounties' best player all weekend long, at least in my view. Having an awesome game here today. There's McCarthy on the line again. Little chat to former teammate Connor Briand, who's checked into the game. There's Dang making the three. Brings us back to a 3-point game. Kamwini for Littleton for McCarthy. McCarthy in paint, off glass, scores 2. Little motion there from McCarthy. He's going against his former teammates here. You can bet he doesn't want to lose this one. Backcourt violation will be called as soon as he touches the ball. Timeout taken by Coach Steve Chapman and the Mounties. 114 to go, quarter number 3. I'll be back out of the timeout where it'll be Tommy's ball. Tommy's ball, another timeout, 1:14 to go in the third. I'm Bill Gibson, you're watching. Last game of the Ken Gould Invitational, Tommy's +5 on Mount Allison. Amos had a tough shooting couple days, but that's saved by McCarthy. Hurt his back there in the wall, I think, did Noel McCarthy. Looks like he's in a lot of pain. Amos with the rebound. McCarthy still trying to shake that one off. Hassan is set to check in. Loose ball coming out of the pack with it is Tukilonga. Surer, Briand. Challenged by McCarthy. Skying for the rebound is Dang. Last 30 seconds of the quarter, inside Surer. Ferguson outside. Dang, short, rebound Amos. Tap to McCarthy. McCarthy looks like he's okay. River lands. Thought that was going to be a triple for Lands. Looked good on the release. Surer, final 10 seconds of the quarter. Into the hands of Tony Tukilonga. And they're not going to get a shot off. .4 on the clock. It will be the Tommies ball as it was out of bounds on Surer on the far sideline. So .4 on the clock. And Tommies ball to end quarter 3. Hassan has subbed in. That's in for Hassan. He's just going to throw it. It wouldn't count anyway. So now we've officially ended the quarter. Great job by the officials. Best officiating crew we've had all weekend because they brought me chocolate. Thanks again to the officials for that. That's how I know they've been listening along. Been plugging Mars Canada and their association with the Tommies program. At the end of the third quarter, it's Tommies 64, Mounties 59. So the Mounties score 10 in that quarter. The Tommies get 10-17 in that quarter. So the Tommies +7. Turn a 2-point deficit into a 5-point lead. Yes, that's absolutely correct. I'll be back for quarter number 4 in the final quarter of the Ken Gould Invitational in about a minute and 15 seconds. All right, welcome back to the LB Gym, final quarter of the 12th annual Ken Gould Invitational. The pleasure it's been here to be on my privileged perch at the pit. Calling these fine performances by these players all weekend long. Starting to feel a little bit punch drunk though, and my voice is cracking just a little. We'll make her through the final quarter, and I'll be home for a rest, as they say, after this one. Tommies +5 on the Mounties, 64-59. Turnover Mount A. Mount A starts the quarter with Ferguson, Ellison, Brienne, Monroe, and Augustin. The Tommies, they start the final quarter here with Littleton, Hassan, Amos, Florian, and Lands. Amos for Lands. Into the post for Florian, knocked away into the hands of Connor Brienne. Hassan will check Monroe. Monroe using that offhand a lot on Hassan. Ellison from the elbow. Now he sends it to the corner for Augustin. That's no good. Rebound for Florian. River lands on the dribble. He gets within 15 feet and then resets. Dribbles in again into the paint. I think he honestly had a better opportunity his first paint penetration there, bringing the ball up court. But he just stopped from 15 and took the shot. Amos bodies up Brienne. Monroe on the drive, taken away underneath by Littleton. Littleton ahead for Amos on the nice catch. And good defense by Brienne. No call by the officials. Inside Ellison. Ferguson fouled on the way to the rim. I think Ellison might have actually just lost the handle on that. Worked out there would have been an excellent pass to Ferguson. So we'll go with that he was trying for an assist, but he's got a little smile there. Leads me to believe it might be otherwise. Rashawn Ferguson, 8 points, 6.5 rebounds a game last season at Nassau, Bahamas, and Victory Rock Prep. Ferguson dealing with a little knee issue here in this one. He's a very, very springy athlete normally. Quick first and second jump. And he makes the second free throw. Make it a 4-point game, still 2 possession. 8:24 to go and a long way left in this one yet. Ellison blocks Florian on the turnaround. Big defense there by Tim Ellison. Not sure why the in-house announcer is announcing blocks against Stu, but I guess that was a great play. You got to say so. Noah McCarthy checks back in, so he's okay after that little collision with the wall at the other end of the court. STU ball here on the inbound. Hassan, Littleton. Littleton with the ball against Ryan Norris, who's checked back in. Screen there by Florian, and Littleton makes a three. McCarthy down again, was looking for a call, didn't get one. I didn't see it. Tommy's looking for the double team. Ferguson, Augustin, he makes a three to answer. And now Monroe takes it away from Hassan, but sends it too strong for Ryan Norris. Right back over to the Tommies. Ethan Tumweeny would check in for Owen Amos. I've said it already, I think Tumweeny is an excellent player off the bench for STU. He started on a lot of teams in this league, I think. McCarthy can't make the three, that's out of bounds, it hits the wire. Braden will come in for Florian. Ted brings a different level of quickness in than does big man Florian. Both big. A foul there on Tumweeny. Some words from Monroe. He's been chatty here all afternoon. Fourth foul on Tumweeny. Just said coming in, a little extra motivation here, as McCarthy was a Mountie last year and of course graduated now with the Tommies in the education program. Out of bounds on Monroe that time. He was looking for another foul call that didn't come, and the fans getting on Jonas Monroe here a bit. Hassan, Tumweeny. Can't get it to go. Hassan crashes the boards, but it's Monroe on the rebound. Augustin just made one. Thought he had two. Littleton with the top. That's going to be a foul on Augustin. He's just fouled out. Silly way to get your fifth foul right there, I'll say that for sure. No question it was a foul. Now Augustin and McCarthy with a conversation. Eddie Surer back in. Oh, nice look inside for Braden. Beautiful pass delivered. Tommies with pressure off the make. They force a turnover. McCarthy again at Monroe, and he scores 2 points. Noah McCarthy puts the Tommies up 8. And a little flex from McCarthy after that one. Timeout Mount Allison. I'll take a break here as well. Reload here and what might be my final Honeybee Lozenge of the weekend. Be back just out of the timeout. 6:18 on the game clock. Tommies plus 8, 71-63 after the McCarthy score. Mounties timeout, and now they'll inbound the ball. That's Sir against Hassan. For Monroe, guarded by Tamwini. Ellison, Norris. Another loose ball, and it's picked up by Norris. Somehow ends in the hands of Monroe, and he's going to draw a foul against the Tommies. Not sure how that ball made it. Monroe to the line. Monroe, 60% free throw shooter last season. Makes there. You shoot above 70 in this conference, you're among the leaders. Which is 60 is actually not a bad number. One of those things where I always think that should be 8 out of 10 from the free throw line in my view, but it's with the one part of my game that I could actually do well. Mounties wanted to walk there on McCarthy, didn't get it. Hassan, Norris, Littleton got rim on that. Brienne saves it right to Hassan, who finishes over Ellison to put the Tommies up 73-64. And another turnover or takeaway by the Tommies. Hassan front rim on a 3, but it's Tamwini with the board. Four to shoot, Littleton. That's out of bounds off the wire. Tamwini skied for it. He would have had the offensive board, but the wire got in the way. 5:12 to go, Tommies plus 9 on the Mounties. Another knock away by the Tommies. It's going to stay red ball. Good hands by Littleton to deflect that. Norris on the inbound for Ellison. He's got inside position. Oh, and he should have had that too, but he's got his own rebound. Can't get it back up. Does get a foul eventually. Jump ball called, I guess, here. Possession to. Is that a jump ball called? Yeah, possession to Mount A on the jump ball. Is that what we got? I think so. Referees are going to talk about what they've got going on here. Now the officials are going to, all three of them talk, I guess, here. Well, a different group of two. Come over here and have a visit to the table. And after all that, it's Mounties ball, and I still think it was just a jump ball called there. Oh, reset on the shot clock. That's what that was. Monroe there. We go with 11 on the shot clock is what they did. Now I understand what they were doing. Oh, Vince Littleton. Circus shot. I'm not sure Coach Hickey's real happy with the shot selection, but it went in. So he's going to be all right with it. Wow. Monroe, 3, miss. Rebound, McCarthy. McCarthy tied up with Briand. But McCarthy retains possession for Braden. Braden against Ellison. Kicks for Hassan. 10 to shoot. Nope, I was wrong. That was now 10 to shoot. Hassan catches that ball out of bounds after being ball blocked by Ellison. Misread the shot clock there due to the lights out. Sir to the front court, team down 9. Hassan with the takeaway, finds McCarthy. Now Hassan, McCarthy. Littleton for 3. That's a big shot from Vince Littleton to put the Tommies up 12. here. Tough scoring quarter so far for Mount A. Collision there, Norris down. Tommy's ball again, McCarthy. Called for the offensive foul on Brienne. McCarthy doesn't like that one, but it's what was called by the official. 4 on McCarthy. Lavoie will check in here for Ethan Tumweeny. So now Lavoie 4, McCarthy 4, 3:29 to go here. Tommy's up 12. Surer, guarded by Littleton. That's a takeaway by McCarthy on Surer. Jump ball. This time it will go to the Tommies. Surer pleading with the official for a foul. He's not going to get it. Not sure why players do that after the whistle so much. Call's already been made. They're not going to change their mind just because you tell them something or how you felt about it. Not even really sure it influences the call next time, but players often feel the need to do that. Lavoie on the kick, called for a travel first though. Checking in is Tony Tukilonga, in for Connor Brienne. Good minutes for Brienne here. It'll be McCarthy on Tukilonga. Surer guarded by Hassan. Ellison, he's really slowed down here in this late part of the game. There's going to be a foul there, I think on Braden. It is Braden. We're going to shoot 2. It's going to be the 5th team foul on the Tommies. Only the 2nd on Ted Braden. Surer with a chance with the clock stopped and under 3 minutes, team down 12 to bring the Mounties closer. Mounties will take them all with the clock stopped. They can get. Surer, good on the first. And also the second for Surer. Pass too tough for Littleton from Lavoie. Now a 10-point game. It's back over to Mount A. Coach Hickey with a little arm cross there. Doesn't want to see his team giving the ball up with a 10-point lead. Into the post for Monroe against Lavoie. And he scores 2 points. Again was looking for the foul. Down to an 8-point lead. It was just 12. Monroe with a knockaway on McCarthy. That's going to be backcourt on Braden based on where he caught the ball. That's the right call. .222 to go, 8-point game, Mounties with possession. Surer for Ellison. Ellison on the drive, he scores 2 points. Now it's a 6.2 possession game with 2:15 to go. And the Mounties suddenly have more life after a 6-0 run. We'll take a break here during the timeout. I'll be right back with the end of Q4. All right, out of the timeout, it will be Tommy's ball after 2 free throws and then 2 quick scores for Mount Allison. Tommy's not doing a great job looking after the ball here in this last minute or so. We'll let the Mounties right back into the game if they're up 12. Now 6 points, 78-72. Still work to do here for Stu. Hassan blows a tire. Surer with the pickup, and now the Mounties can make it a 1-possession game with a 3 here. Surer. Tukilonga was looking for the 1-possession game. Monroe on the rebound. Scores 2, and it's a 4-point game. McCarthy uses the screen, kicks outside for Littleton. That's a 3. That's a big bucket for Stu. Up 7, 1:33 to go. Vince Littleton, I said it earlier, he was in the gym early practicing just those things, that catch and shoot with the shooting machine. Paid off right there. Answering at the other end, though, is Ryan Norris. Back to a 4-point game, minute 20 to go. Still a long way to go before this one is finalized. McCarthy off for Braden, back to McCarthy. 7 on the shot clock. Outside for Lavoie for 3. That one doesn't go. Rebound Norris. In a 4-point game, under a minute to go. Mounties have the ball. Surer in the backcourt. Mounties trail. Ellison against Braden. He's going to dribble. Ball is loose. Tommies pick it up. It fits Littleton. Littleton kicks for McCarthy, who makes the long 2 for a 6-point lead, and a little spin around for McCarthy. Enjoys the moment in front of the fans. 84-77, final 30 seconds. Monroe, corner shot is put up and made for 3 by Ellison, and it's back to a 4-point game. What a finish these teams are treating us to. Coach Chapman calling for the foul. They give it finally. I'm not sure this is going to be a good strategy for them, though. Only the second team foul this quarter. So they still got 3 fouls to go before they put Tommies on the line. Timeout taken by Mount Allison. Not sure what this discussion is about here. Going to talk this one over. Down by 3 now, 83-80. A 1-possession game. Dandy finish to this one. For the final 14 or so seconds. Forget what's on the board. We're in a timeout timer. Good time for me, though, to do a little wrap-up on the weekend. What a weekend this has been, regardless of what happens in this final 15, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever is left. Absolutely blast and privilege for me to bring you this action all weekend long. Thanks again for the Tommies for having me. All the cooperation of the teams that come in here. The awesome and amazing work by the producer Alice here. Been with me all weekend long. I say she must have the most boring job there is, to sit beside me and listen to me talk for 8 or 9 hours a day over 3 days here. Keeps things running. Fine work there, and great job by everyone here on the table for Stu and the organizers. Fun preseason tournament, fun for the fans to come in. Awesome for me to reconnect with some longtime friends and some new friends here in the conference. Great to see players stepping up and reconnect there as well. So thanks everyone for that. Thanks for the kind words for all those watching along online. As always, I have fun, and I certainly appreciate the feedback. 11.9 on the clock. That's the official time left. Tommies will inbound. 2 team fouls for Mount A, so they can't really foul, I don't think, unless they do so really, really quickly. Force the Tommies to be free throw shooters. So they need good hard defense here, a turnover, and they've got a shot to tie at the very least. Score by the Tommies makes it really tough. Out of bounds off of Mount A. Monroe trying to convince the official that that was off Noah McCarthy. So second or so ticks off. 10.9 on the clock now. Inbound for Littleton. Foul given on Littleton by Ellison. 9.5. So that's still only going to be the 3rd foul. They've got a way to go to give. Still got one more to give, and then the Tommies will go to the line. Let's see if they go back to that strategy. Lavoie with a tough job inbounding. That's a 5-second violation. Over to Mount Allison in a 3-point game. A 3-pointer can win this. Or, pardon me, tie this. No timeouts left. Surer. It's going to be Monroe. You think it has to be the shooter here. Ellison from way far away. Ryan Norris is going to get one up. No good. That shot would not have counted had it went. The Tommies hold on in a tight one. Much as I'd like to see overtime after 12 games in 3 days, I'm glad my voice doesn't have to go there. 83-80 in favor of STU. Exciting last quarter as the Mounties close the gap. Lots to work on for all these schools. Fans, this is what you can expect in the ACA all season long. Check out acaa.ca for all your scores, schedules, and information on the league. This one's been a lot of fun, as it's been all weekend long again. Thanks to everyone at STU for having me. Thanks to all the fans, all the feedback, all the interactions, coaches, players, everyone here, just absolutely amazing. Look forward to seeing everyone back here in the gym once we get the regular season rolling. STU opens here against UNBSJ. Mounties open at home against MSVU, ACA.ca. Check all that out. Thanks for tuning in, folks. I'm Bill Gibson. Going to wrap it right here from the Gould Invitational. STU goes 3-0. Mounties go 1-2 here in the tournament. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week, and see you in a couple weeks when the regular season opens.